All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wabram. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahawah Kakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai by their faith. She's got another lesson I'm going to bring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. As if you haven't seen, the Turkish president or the king came to meet Trump today, man, and he didn't have the same attitude that he had a couple of days. Let me say it like that. So let's get into these videos, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Donald Trump is now saying that if Egypt and Jordan continue to refuse to take in the refugees from Gaza that he plans to boot out of there, he is going to strip them of American aid. Here's something people probably intuitively understand, but if not, I just wanted to underline it for people. We do not give Egypt and Jordan aid because we are a charitable country. We give them aid to prop up what are their military dictatorships and to pay them not to attack Israel. If we withdraw our aid, our military support for Egypt and Jordan, and we force them each to take on another 800 or 900,000 Palestinians, both of those countries will collapse. And whatever is constituted in their place will abrogate whatever deals they have with Israel. So Israel should probably be careful what it wishes for here.
And I was saying about the president of Jordan, or the king of Jordan, he came looking real weak today because what he just brung out, cutting aid, it seemed like the Jordan president, he was bowing down to Trump, man. And that's not saying that he's going to bow down, but he was looking real weak on the world stage, man. He didn't meet with the president of Egypt yet, but Trump is showing you that he is the bully, man. These nations are fearful of him. Now, as we get closer and closer to the Battle of Armageddon, in the Middle East heating up, they're going to change their tones, man. And they're not going to have that same nice, easy tone that they had, that you see, what you will see in the coming days or the near future, that he had when he was speaking just to his people, man. He gets over here and he changes his tone. But the bully is going to get hit. He's going to get punched in the face too, man. And it's only a matter of time. Now check this out.
This is terrible news that the ceasefire in Gaza is in extreme jeopardy. Hamas says it won't release the next set of hostages because Israel is not complying. There was supposed to have been 12,000 trucks in by now, but only 8,500 have come in. They say there was supposed to be 200,000 tents and 60,000 mobile units, but only 20,000 tents and no mobile units have come in. They said instead of 50 trucks for fuel a day, they're getting 15, and that Israel is obstructing critical supplies to fix the water system, the sewage system, to get medical equipment. They also say the number of evacuees, sick and wounded, is not being lived up to. This must be dealt with immediately by the Qatari and Egyptian mediators. But let's remember, both Netanyahu and Trump want to see this deal fall through. Neither of them want to see phase 2 or phase 3, which would be the reconstruction of Gaza for the Palestinians. They both want ethnic cleansing. Trump, first we thought it was funny when he said the U.S. should own Gaza, but he keeps repeating it. So it's not funny. It's absurd. It's illegal. It's dangerous. It's grotesque. We throughout the world, both governments and individuals, must demand that the ceasefire be implemented all 3 phases. It would be tragic for both the families of the Israeli hostages as well as all the people suffering in Gaza if we allow this agreement to fall apart.
And they're banking on that, man. So they pretty much put it in play that that agreement is going to fall short of reaching the next couple phases of the agreement, and they're basically just planning on taking the land, man. And that's just exactly what he said out of his own mouth. So they are pretty much going to take the land. They're just trying to find a way that they can pretty much move the people out of it. But as you see, Trump is threatening Canada to take their land, make them a 51st state. They're planning on taking the Gaza. So if you can't see that this is the Lord's will and the Lord moving, man, something is wrong with you, man. Let me get this real quick. I should have pulled it up, but Trump is planning on taking not only their land, but he's planning on taking he wants to take Canada too. And let me see if I can find it, because they're making rumblings in Canada, but you don't hear a peak in Babylon the Great. So this is the Lord's hand is being shaken pretty much over Babylon the Great, because it's going to lead to a great judgment for Babylon the Great, because he's pushing against these nations. As you see, Trump confirms he's serious about wanting Canada as a 51st state, man. This is February the 9th, the day of the Super Bowl. Well, the next day. It was updated. It says President Trump is serious about his repeated suggestions that Canada should become the U.S. 51st state, man. That's plain. He confirmed in an interview that aired before the Super Bowl on Sunday after Canadian President Minister Justin Trudeau warned the country's business leaders Trump's desire to absorb the northern country, which had been taken as a joke, is a real thing, man. So they're going to go to war with Canada as well, man. And I don't necessarily think they'll go to war with Canada. I think Canada will pretty much, they threaten them with, you know what I'm saying, to destroy them or whatever. They will bow down quickly. Because I don't even think Canada is a nuclear state, a nuclear country, nuclear power country. But this is being the rumblings in in Canada, man.
America doesn't know. America doesn't know the same thing that Canada is hearing. I was just on a call with some very, very well-educated people. I mean, people who work in DC, lawyers, writers, like very well-educated people. And as of this morning, Saturday, February 8th, I was saying to them, yeah, Canada is preparing for war. And they were like, what are you talking about? They don't know. Like our prime minister yesterday, Justin Trudeau yesterday, was caught on a hot mic, but let's be honest, we all needed to know, and he was caught saying it, that what I said earlier, like last week, what I said, that Trump is going to annex us, invade, he wants our critical minerals. It's a serious threat. It is not a joke. Jimmy Fallon is out there making jokes about, maybe 179 countries will watch the Super Bowl because we'll take over Canada by Sunday. Not funny, Jimmy. Not funny. And so I was on this call and I said, yeah, we're preparing for a war. And they were like, with who? With us, with the U.S. And I told them how serious it was, how Canadians everywhere have spent the last week boycotting the U.S. and looking up ways to make sure that they've sort of decentered the U.S. from their conversations and their lives. This is a very serious, we're not going back. And Americans are not hearing it. They don't know. In British Columbia, which I'm sure most people don't know this, British Columbia is larger than every state except for Alaska, where I think we're almost twice the size of Texas. And our premier in BC has said that any government contracts going forward, if they have them with the US, they are going to, when the contracts come up, they're looking for other countries to do them with. So businesses that are out of the US at all are going to be cut off from the province of BC. And that's huge. And I know that other premiers are doing the same thing. So I don't get why they don't know that this is serious. How do they not know? I mean, I assume it's just that they're not taking it seriously or that they haven't heard about it. And I put out that video last week. And like, I think it's like 80,000 views so far. I have not registered like any comments from Americans, which is concerning because if it has that many views and I'm not seeing comments, I don't know if they're seeing it. How do they not know? Guys, you're about to go into war.
See that's telling that Americans are so basically distracted with everything else, but they don't know they're going to war, man. Not only with this nation, but other nations, man. We're finna enter into the Battle of Armageddon. And you can't tell nobody this, man. They have to find out for themselves, man. The Lord truly got these people blinded for what's coming. Now listen to Donald Trump, man. He is the bully, man. He is the bull in the China shop, man. He's going against all these nations. And wait till they buck up against China and Russia, man. And Iran.
You said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it could be a diamond. It could be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East. And you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East. Gaza, the way it is right now, every 10 years you're going to have the same thing happening. I've watched it so long, all the death and destruction of Gaza. The civilization's been wiped out in Gaza. No, it's going to be a tremendous thing. It's fronting on the sea. It's going to be a great economic development job. It's going to put people to work, a lot of people to work, and those people are all going to be from the Middle East.
And just to follow up with one on that for King Abdullah, can you clarify again, sir, how do you feel about the U.S. taking Gaza, as the president said?
Well, again, this is something that we, as Arabs, will be coming to the United States with something that we're going to talk about later to discuss all these options.
And Mr. President, take it under what authority? It is sovereign territory.
Under the U.S. authority.
So he told him right there in front of the King Abdullah's face, we're going to take it under the U.S. authority, man. And he said it's going to bring peace. And we know what the scriptures tell you when they talk about peace. So, man, we set for a great fight, man. And the apostles and elders and a great millstone have been warning us for many years. We was going to come into this day, man. The Battle of Armageddon, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. The Lord returning. The mark of the beast. All these things are presented right before your eyes, man. And it can't be denied. See, the men of the Lord and the hopeful elect, we see it. Just like the woman, she was in Canada, and she could see it, man. She was like, you do not know y'all going to war? And these people over here, they celebrate the Super Bowl. Now, the next thing is spring, summer coming. So that's going to distract them again, man. Football is over with. So major distractions are going to come very soon to get the people off their, off the news, off their couches, and out and about, man. Having fun, having a good time, man. But we see through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, the Lord is going to bring great judgment, man. We are very, very close. So I want to hit a couple of scriptures just to land back off the videos we've seen. I'm going to start here in Joel 3 and verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. That means we are being taken out of captivity, man. The northern and southern kingdom. And this is all going into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The Battle of Armageddon. Because we're going to be taken out of captivity, man. Verse 2, it says, I will also gather all nations. See that? When we're taken out of captivity, the Lord is going to gather all nations. And it's showing you that our salvation is nearer than what we think, man. He said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is Jehoshaphat, That's what it means in the Hebrew, Yahweh Shaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, man. This is plain as day, man. So you seeing the Lord gathering the nations, man. This is going to gather the nations in the Middle East, man. We're reaching the tipping point. But this is going to gather all the nations, man. Because all the other nations are saying they're not going to agree with giving the land to America, man. And he's mostly talking about how you going to take it on what authority, a sovereign land? He said take it on American authority, man. So Esau is the devil that's in power, man. Job 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Because he told him into his face, Abdullah, the king of Jordan, we're going to take the land, man. And he pretty much said, we're going to come back and talk about it. He had a chance to stick up for his people or for that area right then and there. But he didn't say a word, man. And that goes to show you that Esau, which is Trump, is that great bully, man. That's bullying all the nations to submit. You see what he did to Canada? So man, we at the end, man. We are truly, truly at the end. It says, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And we're at Esau's hand right now, man. And they're still parting, and they scattered his people, and they're still parting the Lord's land right now, man. Because that land, Gaza, that's Israel, man. That is our land, man. And the Lord is going to show them that he is not with them. He's going to show them very soon that he's not with them, he's against them, and he's going to bring judgment upon them, man. Let me get this real quick. Let me get this first. No, let me start right here. I'm going to get this real quick. Jeremiah 38, and I'm dropping down to verse 19. It says, for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. See that? It's going to be a great shaking in the land of Israel, man. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all the creeping things that creepeth upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. And the mountains shall be thrown down, and the step places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for the sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua power. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. And this is war, man. This is war. All the nations are going to fight. They're going to fight against each other. Then when Yahushua cracked the clouds, they're going to turn and fight against him. And I will plead against them with the pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him an overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstones. So this is the destruction, man. The missiles, man, all the way to the continental missiles come, man. This is the Lord's judgment, man, for pardoning his land. It says, thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations. See, that all these nations that are going to be fighting, they're going to know this is the Lord, man. They're going to know the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. Just like in the time of Pharaoh, he built Pharaoh up to get him a name on him. Same thing he's going to do to these nations, man. And they shall know that I am Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. See that? They're going to know for a fact this is the work of the Lord, man. And we're very close to this day. We know the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is very, 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 very close, man. And if you can't see that the MOTB is the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, then the Lord has you slated for judgment, man. It's plain to the elect now, the hopeful elect. This is Joel 2, And I'm gonna start at verse 18. It says restoration promised. Then will Yahweh Shem Yahushua be jealous for his land and pity his people. See that? The Lord is finna have mercy on his people, man. That's the hopeful elect, man. And his land, what they separate, what they're parting, what they're taking over, the Lord's land, man. Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua will answer and say unto his people, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith, and I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen. See, we're finna be redeemed, man. It goes hand in hand. When the destruction comes, salvation comes for us. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army. See that? And that's Babylon the Great's armies finna go into war, which they have no clue about, man. They're finna be fighting on 20 fronts, man. It says, and I will drive them into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the uttermost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. See, the army that the Lord is talking about is Babylon the Great, man. They're going to be fighting on so many fronts, especially in Babylon the Great. It's like in Babylon the Great, but in the Middle East, especially there. That's why the Lord is preparing him to send his army over to that land, man. Because Trump has to send his army to basically protect that land, man. Because the other nations are not going to let him just go over there and just take the land that the people have been staying in it for many years, man, which is still not their land. But the point is, Esau is going to make a grave mistake, man. He's going to make a big mistake, man. And he's not going to be able to get himself out of it. He's not going to be able to get himself out of it. Verse 21, it says, fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will do great things. See, the land is going to rejoice, man. You can read that in Baruch. It was sad when we left. It's going to be glad. Let me get that real quick. In Baruch. See, the land, the Lord is telling the land that the children of Israel are coming back, man. What's that, Baruch 4? Is it Baruch 4? Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Baruch 4. There you go. Let me just get the point. I'm going to start at 11. This is Baruch 4 and 11. It says, with joy did I nourish you. And this is basically the land is speaking. You go back up, you can see that, metaphorically speaking. It says, but with joy have I nourished them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of the children am I left desolate. That's the land, because they departed from the law of power. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in his ways of his commandments, nor trodden in the path of the discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of the sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them. It says, for he had brought a nation upon them from afar, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither referenced the old man nor pitied child. And it's talking about the heathen, Esau, Edom, man. And Arabs as well. It says, these have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone desolate without daughters. But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of the enemy. See that? This is the land speaking, man. He says, go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. And you go up to the top, you can get the whole, get the whole understanding of it, get the whole understanding of it, so you'll know what it's speaking about. So the land is still left desolate to this very day because the children of Israel are not there. It says, I have clothed, it's like I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me a sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he will deliver you from the power in the hand of the enemies. And see, the salvation goes hand in hand with the destruction, man. He says, for my hope is the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is coming unto me from the Holy One because of my mercy, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. For I sent you away with mourning and weeping, but power will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever, forever. And see, let me go back up here so I can prove that point, man. Because it metaphorically speaks as the land. Let me see if I can find it up here. It's at the top. Oh, here you go. Slocking. This is this is still Baruch 4 in verse 8. It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. I started there. Maybe I'm overlooking it. Maybe I'm thinking of another scripture. Maybe I'm thinking of another scripture that kind of goes into the land speaking. I might be Baruch. I ain't gonna look for it right now, but that's the point I wanted to get, man. Because we're gonna get the land back, and it's gonna be happy and joy for us once we get the land back. And I'm overlooking it, man. I know I am, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna go back to my point I was making in Zephaniah, not Zephaniah, Ezekiel. What was equals Joel? I was in Slovakia. 20. I was reading 21 again. Joel 2:21. It says, "Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua will do great things." And we know the Lord is going to do great things in these last days, man, on our behalf. And this is everything is being done on the behalf of the hopeful elect, man. Because 2/3 are not the Lord's people right now. This is Zephaniah 3, and just get the point in verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations." See that? Just wait on the Lord, man. That's what he's telling us to do. He's going to gather the nations, that, as he says, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. See that? The Lord is gathering them to pour out his indignation, man. Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, man. And see, the Lord is jealous for his people, man, and for his land, man. So you see, even at the time we was in the land, the children of Israel was in the land doing wickedly, the Lord punished us, man. Let's get this real quick, just to show you that the Lord don't play about the land, man. And Esau's finna suffer, man, a devastating blow, man, for thinking he is above Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, to even take the land in his possession as he's the Most High. Let me get this in the NLT to make it even plainer for somebody just hearing this for the first time, man. This is Ezekiel 33, and I'm getting the point in verse 23. And it's basically going into Jerusalem. I'm speaking too fast. It says explantation of Jerusalem's fall. Verse 23, it says, then this message came to me from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is an NLT. So, son of man, the scattering remnants of Israel liveth among the ruined cities. Keep saying Abraham was only one man, yet he gained possession of the entire land. And this is basically the children of Israel, you know what I'm saying, being wicked against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, we are many, surely the land has been given to us as a possession. See that? They mocking the Lord. They coming up against the Lord, man. It's like Esau's doing in this time, man. So tell these people, this is what the sovereign Yahweh Bashem Yahushua says. You eat meat with blood in it. You worship idols. Isn't that what Esau's doing? And we don't supposed to eat blood, eat our meat with the blood in it, man. It says, and you murder the innocent. Man, describing Esau to the T, man. But this is what we did in the ancient world, man. And listen what happened to the children of Israel when they bucked up against the Lord, man. It says, do you really think the land should be yours? Murderers, idolaters, adulterers, should the land belong to you? Say to them, this is what the sovereign Yahweh Bashem Yahushua says, as surely as I live, those who live in ruins will die by the sword. And that's what they in. Our land is in ruins now. Right now, the land is in ruins. And what Trump saying, we're going to take the land. Even the land that's got buildings on it, it's in ruins, man. We just read what the land said. It put a covering over itself because it's in mourning. It says, and I will send wild animals to eat those living in the open fields. Those hiding in the forts and caves will die of disease. And what you got coming? Plagues are coming, man. Esau is not going to be exempt from what he puts out there. BG is not he can't make nothing and not these Edomites not get sick, these armies not get sick. There's no way to do it, man. It says, I will completely destroy the land and demolish her pride. See that? This is what's going to happen again, man. But way worse. Her arrogant power will come to an end. See that? And what Trump boasted in his arrogant power, man. The mountains of Israel will be so desolate that no one will even travel through them. And that's what's going to happen again, man. But it's going to be built back up. It says, when I have completely destroyed the land because of their detestable sins, then they will know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So the Lord did it to us and he loved us and destroyed the land when we was doing wickedly. What do you think he's going to do to Esau when he's doing wickedly constantly, man? So the Lord didn't give us a pass. Shit, Esau's not going to get a pass, man. So he's walking into a great trap, man. And it's going to fall on his head, man. And he has his pride. And the Lord, that shows you, with him just saying that to the guy, to the king of Jordan, right before his face, that shows you the Lord is hardening their hearts, man. That was a bold statement he said before the world, man. Not just before him, before the world. But that goes to show you the Lord is working on the minds of men, man. Strengthening his heart, just like he did Pharaoh, man. This is Jeremiah 49 in the NLT. And I'm going to start at verse 19, because this goes hand in hand with the destruction, man. It says, I want to jump on to 17, but let's start at 17. It says, Edom will be an object of horror. That's what's coming to him. And this is in the NLT. Jeremiah 49:17. It says, Edom will be an object of horror. What the Lord is going to bring on him, man. All who pass by, all who pass by will applaud and will gasp at the destruction that will, let me slow down. Grasp at the destruction they see there. It will be like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. See, the land that we're going back to is going to be the same exact way, man. And their neighbors' towns, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the 5 neighboring towns. He says, no one will live there. This is going to happen to Babylon the Great, but Babylon the Great is not going to be built up, but our land is going to be built back up. It says, no one will live there. No one will inhabit it. And see, all the nations are going to come against him, man. That's why it says up here, all who pass by will be applauded. Appalled, Salakia. I said applauded. Appalled. Meaning greatly dismayed or horrified. They're going to be appalled, man. They're going to know it's great destruction that came upon them for the wickedness that they have done, man. Let me continue on. It says, no one will inhabit it. I will come like a lion from the thickets of Jordan. See that? He's going to come like a lion. How about Shem Yahushua, man? Leaping, and it goes to show you that power that Jordan the king, he is basically a puppet, man. It says, leaping on the sheep in the pasture. I will chase Edom from its land. See that? He's going to chase Edom from that land over there, man. And I will appoint the leader of my choice. For who is like me, and who can challenge me? What ruler can oppose my will? And see, we're going back to our land. The Lord is going to appoint over that land King David. It's going to be our king in the kingdom of heaven, man, under Yahushua. It says, listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushua's plan against Edom. Listen to the plan against Edom and the people of Teman. Even the children will be dragged off like sheep. Even his children, man. They're not exempt. And their homes will be destroyed. The earth will shake with the noise of Edom's fall. And see the destruction. The Lord is going to, the scripture tell you that the angels are going to chase Edom out of the earth, man. So in Babylon the Great, it's going to be utterly wasted. Everybody's going to know about the destruction that came to Babylon and to the small hatters, man. The whole world is going to know that. They're going to be, like it's scared up early, they're going to be appalled, man. It says, the earth will shake with the noise of Edom's fall, and its cry of despair will be heard all the way to the river, to the Red Sea. Look, the enemy swooped down like an eagle, spreading his wings over Basra. See that? The scripture tell you in Isaiah 34, got a great slaughter in the land of Edom, in the land of Basra. This man is going. Even the mightiest warriors will be in anguish like a woman in labor, man. So Esau's mightiest warrior is going to be like a woman in labor, man. And his pride is, you can see the pride of Esau being built up in him, man. He's showing it more and more as we continue to go into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The mark of the beast, the battle of Armageddon. Prophecy is being fulfilled, man. So I'm going to end it there. Lord, when it was edifying. Shalom.